What's going on, guys? So I apologize once again that this review, I guess, is kind of late. Hopefully that won't be the case in upcoming weeks. But really, when I record these, I only really have like 2 or so free days out of a week to record these. Because as a lot of you guys know, I leave every Friday to do a lot of my voice acting things at a place that's 4.5 hours away. So that's literally my whole day. So hopefully whenever things pick up, I'll feel more of an urge to get these out quicker. But as of right now, a lot of it's a lot of slow stuff. Though I did really like these 2 episodes. I'm going to go into why. But yes, so the 2 new episodes for Dragon Ball Super are centering around Krillin. As a lot of you guys know, Krillin is one of my, if not, I don't know if I'd say he's my favorite character, but he's one of my favorite characters. In fact, Danny, you guys know that I'm really good friends with Neo Games Park and Danny D's World. He just did a really in-depth review over the newest episode. It's like 30 minutes long. I'll definitely link that down in the description below, so y'all can check that out if you want to hear his opinion. He goes way more in depth about that episode than I possibly could. But yeah, I really liked both of these. I'm gonna start with 75. I liked this one. This really proves, I think, that Dragon Ball Super, in my opinion, has some of the best fight choreography that I think Dragon Ball has ever seen. Everyone likes to shit on the animation and say how Dragon Ball Z is so much better, but a lot of Dragon Ball Z's fight scenes was literally just punches being thrown and they both just clash and collide with each other. You can't really see much of anything. But this here proved in the fight between Goku and Great Saiyaman. At first, it's kind of like that. They're blowing, kind of doing similar punches. But then Goku goes Super Saiyan, and then Gohan goes Super Saiyan, and then they have this little, not collage, but they have like a throwing of blows, and then there's a short 5-second scene where they're all doing different attacks. None of it is reused animation, and then Goku literally uses Gohan as like a post to kick off. Like, I thought that was really fucking cool. Like, y'all know what I'm talking about if you've seen the episode. He's like punching and fighting Gohan, and then when Gohan goes in to block, Goku literally uses his arms to jump on and then kick off as like a propel. And then when he flies away, I think he starts firing ki blasts, or maybe that's Gohan. But it's a really fucking badass scene. Basically what happens is Goku's trying to look for someone to train with. So he of course wants to train with Gohan, but Gohan's like, nah, I don't really like fighting anymore. But oh wait, I have a good idea. So he turns into Great Saiyaman, and Great Saiyaman's another persona to him. So he's like, oh, okay, Goku, I've heard so much about you. I heard you want a training partner, but I, Great Saiyaman, will be the person that you spar with and train together with. So they end up sparring and training. It's a really cool fight scene, but they end up destroying the entire field. So Goku's like, I'm gonna go train with Krillin, and we see Krillin is actually on a police not investigation, but a police bust. Like, they're trying to stop some criminals, and apparently Krillin has become so weak to the point where even bullet fire is enough to make him bleed. Bullets are making Krillin bleed. Like, that's insane, because when you really think about it, not even 2 episodes ago, when Gohan was doing the movie thing, and Krillin is, busting those criminals or whatever, they're firing all that gunfire, and he's dodging it like it's nothing. He's going super fast, and he's dodging it like it's nothing. But in this next episode, which is literally 2 episodes later, now he gets shot and he bleeds. I'm not saying that's an inconsistency, but because it was 2 episodes ago, I kind of am finding it hard to believe that now, all of a sudden, he can't dodge that gunfire. But he didn't really get hit by the gunfire in episode 73, so I can't say that he would have been able to not bleed. But everyone thinks that characters from Dragon Ball Z are just so super invincible. They're not, but that's only because Krillin hasn't trained. Krillin hasn't trained, I don't think, at all, really, since the Buu arc. Like, I want you to find the biggest bodybuilder in the world, right? and then I want you to take him and then make him not ever work out. Ever. For like 6 months. He's not going to be the exact same bulky size. In fact, he's probably going to be the furthest thing from. Okay? So it's the same thing. Like, people for some reason think that those same rules don't apply. They totally apply. It's the same reason why Gohan's become so weak, because he hasn't really been doing any training. It's all going to come down eventually. But anyway, it gets really intense because Krillin, this is becoming a problem, Krillin being weak. Like, to the point where even Android 18 is like, I don't remember marrying a spineless weakling that's hurt by gunfire. And Marin, his own daughter, is like, Daddy, I want you to be strong too. And, so Krillin's got some real motivation here for him to actually get stronger. So it's really awesome to see. But yeah, Goku ends up taking Krillin to Master Roshi's house to go train. And they get another really cool scene where Master Roshi puts Goku inside this turtle outfit that's really heavy, and he trains with Krillin. It's another really nice animated scene. Goku wins, obviously, but it's cool to see that Krillin's getting back in shape. So what happens towards the end is Master Roshi ends up sending Krillin and Goku on a mission to go pick up some herb or something from a forest that's gonna help out Master Roshi. And he says if they do it, he'll teach them a new technique to raise their ki to new heights, right? So Goku and Krillin end up going to this forest, and they end up coming across these weird, mirages almost, but not really. Basically, all their past enemies are coming back in this, these weird forms, basically. So you got Nappa, Vegeta, Super Buu, Tambourine, Frieza, Cell, the Ginyu Force. The reason why these are such great... the reason why these are the enemies is mostly because they're all people that, Krillin has had to fight against and try to overcome, especially Tambourine. Tambourine was actually a huge, vital part of this episode. Because Krillin was terrified of him. He was the first person that killed him. And that was when Goku got really fucking pissed off and swore he'd get revenge. Really powerful scene. Love original Dragon Ball. But we get really cool scenes of, apparently, when Goku tries to power up to fight these guys, the more he powers up, the bigger they get. And apparently that's got something to do with, the fear that's inside their bodies. And they can feed off of that or something. And they just end up getting bigger. And so Krillin, basically the whole point of this episode is Krillin needs to overcome this fear. Krillin needs to be able to, fight without fear, to be able to fight and get past that barrier, that wall that's been plaguing him for so many years. And Krillin is, of course, this was kind of touched upon in the Resurrection F arc. But Krillin is suffering from a form of PTSD, and a lot of people just love to shit on Krillin. They really do. But Krillin, what people don't understand about Krillin is that he's a really relatable character to a lot of people, and that's why I'm going to be linking Danny's link in the description, because he can relate to this episode way more than I can, because he's suffered from a lot of these similar things that Krillin has, so he really does relate to the character, and he's able to give quite a great opinion on the episode. Yeah, Krillin basically has to find this inner power within him to overcome it. Goku actually ends up figuring it out, halfway through the episode, because he goes Super Saiyan 3 on these guys, and then he sees them grow to the size of they're huge. They're even way bigger than they were before, and he's like, okay, what's going on? So then he powers down, closes his eyes, and he concentrates, and then once he does that, they all disappear. They all just disappear. But Krillin ends up having to try to overcome this himself, and it's a bit difficult. But he does end up doing it because there's a whole wall of freezes and a whole wall of Nappas. And the entire time this is going on, Android 18 and Marin and Roshi and Baba, they're all watching through Baba's not energy ball. It's been a long day. What do they call it? I can't believe I'm drawing a blank right now. Crystal ball. Wow. Oh my god, today's been a really long day. But anyway, basically another one of these pops up, and it's Super Shenron that came out of the Super Dragon Balls. So I'm like, wow, okay. But it's basically attacking Goku, and Krillin's got to come in and help and save the day, right? It's pretty, self-explanatory stuff. But then Goku ends up turning Super Saiyan Blue, and Krillin and Goku end up firing one big Kamehameha and saving the day. So they end up getting the herbs and stuff that they needed. And Krillin ends up going to go shave his head to get ready for the tournament because he wants to enter the tournament. What I really love about this is that Krillin wants to enter the tournament. As much as I'm sure he wants to enter it because, the world is at stake and stuff like that. But no, he really wants to enter the tournament because he really wants to get better. He really wants to become a better fighter, and he really wants to show everyone what he can do. And again, everyone loves to shit on Krillin. When people say, this is a fact, Krillin is the world's strongest human. It's just a fact. And everyone's like, no, Tien is stronger. Look, just because you think that Tien is more badass, that doesn't make him stronger. Badass isn't a form of strength. Just because, one person wears sunglasses and the other person doesn't wear sunglasses doesn't mean that one of them is now stronger than the other. That doesn't make any sense. Tien, I get it. He's badass, right? But Krillin is stronger. And it's not only has he proved it time and time again, it's been stated time and time again. If hell, even for the world tournament that's coming up between all 12 universes, the description for Krillin is that it states him as being the world's strongest human. So, yeah. But then we get into the episode 72 preview. Bulma is pregnant with Bra, freaking finally. And we see Goku's back. Vegeta, apparently from the description we've heard, Goku wants to train with him, but Vegeta's like, no, I'm really worried for my wife, so it's going to be really cool to see that side of Vegeta. We've got the two Zenos that are apparently having a conference with Whis and Beerus. Gohan and Mr. Satan and Boo and Videl are all in this preview, and we see Piccolo on top of a cliff. We see the Great Priest, we see Beerus, we see Tien, and then we see Android 17 on top of a cliff. So I'm really happy. Then we see Krillin with his wife and daughter, and we see the two Zenos. Goku's training with Whis once again to get back in shape, which I'm really excited for because that is going to be awesome. Because Goku really does kind of need to get back in shape because Vegeta's been taking all this time to go train with Whis and do all this other stuff, but Goku hasn't really taken any time at all. So, I don't know. But, yeah, that was my thoughts on this week's episode. Hopefully 77's not late next week, but, I'm really going to try to get it out. So, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed. Comment down below what you guys thought of this week's episode and last week's, because that's what I did just now, and I will catch you guys later. Bye.